This is going to be a pretty raw and unedited video because I want to show you exactly what's selling right now in real time, Christmas 2023, and also show you the process that I go through when I'm doing product research. Again, just completely unedited so you get a realistic idea of how to find products that you're going to be drop shipping onto eBay. Now, to help me do this, I always use a tool called Zeek Analytics. You can do product research more manually, which means that you actually have to go onto eBay and search for products and then try to find them on your supplier's websites. But it's a very tedious process, and Zeek Analytics has some features built in, has some information built into it that you're not going to be able to find on eBay. And I'll get to what those are in just a couple of minutes. But let's actually just jump right in here and start the process. Now, I always like to start by first thinking about which supplier it is that I want to be drop shipping from. In this case, we're going to look for some products that we can drop ship from Walmart onto eBay. Now, there's a whole bunch of different suppliers you can use. You can use Walmart, Wayfair, Amazon, Home Depot. So as long as you have an idea of which suppliers you want to work with, you're going to see throughout this process that you may find some products that are available on like Wayfair, for instance, that you can drop ship, even though you weren't looking for Wayfair products. So you have to keep in mind that it is going to be a bit dynamic, and you have to be adaptable if you want to find the best products to be selling and really do this well. Dropshippers that do the best are the ones that add the most products that are winning products, no matter where the items are coming from, no matter which supplier. All right, so let's jump into the software now. There's a whole bunch that you can do here on the dashboard. We're going to get back to that in a minute, but let's jump into the product research tool here on the left. Because what I like to do is I like to find first other people that are drop shipping onto eBay, so we get a good idea of what products they're selling. So if I type in here the word mainstays, what I'm doing here is I'm searching for a brand that is only sold by my supplier. So in this case, the supplier is Walmart. Walmart owns the Mainstays brand. So if we look at all of these Mainstays products that are up for sale here, these are sold by Walmart. This is the Walmart brand. So if anyone on eBay is selling a Mainstays product, they are probably drop shipping from Walmart onto eBay. Now, of course, like I said before, you can come in here and just search for mainstays, but if we do this in Zeek Analytics instead, it's gonna really give us the information we want a lot faster. So coming down here to the results, at this stage, I don't care about the products that show up here. All I'm looking for are people who are already drop shipping. Because again, if they're selling these mainstays products, they are a drop shipper. And here in this column, this shows us the dropshipper's store name. In this store name, there's one right here, there's one right here. And this column right here tells us how much feedback they have. In general, what we're looking for at this point are dropshippers with a lot of feedback. So I'm actually going to sort this column by feedback by double clicking it. And this shows me that this seller right here has over 400,000 feedback. This one has 23,000. In general, I'm looking for sellers with at least like 30 feedback, but again, the more the better. Now, like I said before, if the person is selling a mainstays product, they are probably drop shipping, but Zeek Analytics is also able to analyze these sellers and tell us whether they're pretty sure that they're drop shipping. So you see that these products right here have these symbols, these drop shipper symbols, which means that Zeek Analytics is pretty sure that these people are drop shipping. This seller does not have that symbol. That doesn't mean they're not a drop shipper. It's just that Zeek Analytics isn't like 99% sure that they are. So there's a good chance that these are drop shippers as well. So what I like to do is I like to find some with a few thousand feedback. Like here's a seller right here. They have 4,000 feedback. Let's actually do this one right here because it has a drop shipping symbol. So we're really sure this one is a drop shipper. They have 4,000 feedback. And now all I have to do is click on this button here that says Scan Seller. And now what Zeek Analytics is doing is it's looking through all of the products in this seller's store, and it's going to rank them by the most popular product to the least popular product. And this is where I think Zeek Analytics really shines, because when you're doing this on eBay, let's say we found this seller right here, right? We think they're a drop shipper, and we click through here. And so we then open up their store. We come to all of their products right here. We have no way, just by looking at all of these products, we have no way of telling which ones are the most popular. You would have to open up each of these individually in order to get that information. But Zeek Analytics literally sorts it for us from the most popular to the least popular. What Zeek Analytics is also able to do is it not only tells us how many times these items have sold. So for instance, this item is sold 39 times in total, but it also tells us how many times these items have sold in the past month. This item is sold 13 times in the past month. And that information in this column, the 30-day sales, that information just isn't available on eBay. So that's why I really like to use a software tool like Zeek Analytics to do this for us. All right, so coming back in here, we can now see these items that are being successfully drop shipped, right? That is a key here. We are looking for products that are successfully being drop shipped. And what I then like to do is I like to sort by the current price, because I like to have items that are pretty much higher in price. So we have this one right here. This is some sort of axe, a hunting axe. Now, from my experience, I don't like to sell any sort of weapon or anything that can be construed as a weapon. So I wouldn't be selling this tomahawk axe probably. But as you can see, this item is $115 and it has sold. So if you wanted to find it, we can come over here to Walmart or any of your suppliers and start to look for one. Now, in the past, what we used to do is we would try to find this exact same item. Maybe we can find it on Walmart and then sell it ourselves. I now suggest that you find very similar products. If you're selling the exact same one, then you're going to be in direct competition with this seller. So instead, you want to find very similar products. So that way you're introducing new items to the marketplace that other people aren't selling or fewer other people are selling, so you can have more of the market share and have new items that other people aren't selling. So let's look for the tomahawk, and see what comes up. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different options here. And what I'm always looking for are ones that are similar in features and, sorry, I keep going back to the wrong page, similar in features and similar in price. So this is being sold for $115. So we need one that we could sell for around $115, maybe a little bit more, maybe even a little bit less. So this one right here, this is very similar and it's a lot less expensive. So I could sell this one right here. These ones are like metal, so they look a lot different, right, than this one. This one's more like, has a wood handle, so I wouldn't be selling that one. This one looks pretty good as well. And again, it's a lot cheaper. So yeah, this one's a bit smaller though. This one's pretty cool, right? So that's, yeah, I'm not seeing, again, I'm not even, I'm kind of like half doing this because this is not a product that I would normally sell because again, weapons I don't sell. And also this item is only sold once. And normally I'm looking for items that have sold at least 3 times in the past month. But I sometimes make an exception if the item is higher in price because you only have to sell this once and you can usually make a good profit margin in there. But let's stick to the criteria. Let's look for items that have sold at least 3 times in the past month. This item right here has sold 4 times in the past month. It's $20. Let's see what this is. This is some sort of wrench tool pouch roll-up. So let's look for that. Wrench tool pouch pouch roll-up. And see what kind of things we got here. Yeah, we got a couple of things like this, right? This is, if you sell this one, it has free shipping. So that's always what you have to be aware of as well, is that some of these suppliers, they will not have free shipping. Others will have free shipping after a certain dollar amount, usually about $35. So always be aware of that. Walmart usually has free shipping on orders over $35, but a lot of items increasingly just have free shipping on them. Like this one's $10, it has free shipping. So when you mark that up on eBay to cover your eBay fees and to make a profit, you probably are going to be over this price, but not by much. So you could sell it. It's not going to be a ton of margin in there, but again, this is an item that can sell over and over and over again. So even if it's a few dollars profit, you have that automated, it could definitely be worth it. So that's the one that's sticking out for me right there, unless you can find something cheaper like this one, but it doesn't get free shipping. It doesn't say free shipping here. This one's $10, so that's another one you could look at as well. Yeah, and here's another one for $10 for free shipping. So there's definitely some options in here. This one's even cheaper at $9, so that might be actually the best option if you really want to try to squeeze out another dollar in profit or so. All right, so let's look at another seller here. And by the way, guys, I put together for you a free guide that goes over all of the different dropshipping tools that I recommend, the dropshipping software that I recommend. They're all inside this guide. So not only Zeek Analytics, but the other ones I use for automation, like this one, which can actually list items for you. Everything you need to know is inside this guide, as well as some bonus information in here to help you with dropshipping. And there's links to the software as well. If you use those links, you'll get free trials. So you can get a free trial of Zeek Analytics inside this guide. This guide will be linked up in the description down below. All you gotta do is click on it, enter in your email, and this will be sent to you. So definitely check this out at the first link down below. All right, let's come back over to Zeek Analytics though. We'll come back to these results, which if you remember, I just searched for mainstays, and we searched for that one seller's store. So let's scan another seller's store. I don't think we did this one. This seller has 2,000 feedback and they are a drop shipper. So let's go ahead and scan their store and see what else comes up. And this is generally what the process is like, right? We search in here and we just go through all of these seller stores looking for these products that are selling well. So again, I'm going to sort by current price because I like to sell things that are higher in price. And the reason I like to do that, by the way, is so that I do have higher profit margin. If you sell more expensive items, then those items that you do sell, you're going to make more money every time you sell them in general. So I like to focus on those so I can make more profit with less sales and less work. So for instance, this thing, whatever this is right here, this is sold 9 times in the past month for $50. Great. Whatever this is, I want to find it. I want to sell it, something similar. This one is sold 3 times in the past month for $50. This one is sold 3 times in the past month for $43. So let's see if we can find these commercial trash bags, right? So I'll come over here to Walmart and let's search for commercial trash bags. Okay. Okay, so these right here, this is $19. After shipping, it's going to be about $25 or so. They're 55 gallons, 50 count, which is the same as this, but a lot less money. So you can definitely sell these at the same price, $42.95, and still make a profit, even though we don't get free shipping on this. So this gets a lot of people hung up because they say themselves, and I understand the frustration and the hesitation here, is that, hey, I don't get free shipping on Walmart for these items that are under $35. So how am I going to sell these products? Well, you don't have to worry about that because, again, this is going to end up being about $25 with shipping. This person is selling a very similar product for $43, and they've sold it 9 times. So if you know the right way to find these products, that's not a concern. Now, one thing people try to do is they'll sign up for like Walmart Plus to get free shipping or Amazon Prime to get free shipping. That will usually work for a couple of weeks or a few dozen sales maybe before Walmart will shut down your Plus account. We've done thousands of orders from Walmart without Walmart Plus with no issues, and we've done thousands of orders from Amazon without Amazon Prime with no issues. But if you use Plus or Prime, they don't like it. So don't use those for drop shipping. So I'm not even going to look any further. This is the winner right here. This is the one that I'd be selling, and I can list this up for sale. So you know what? Let me actually show you real quick how to list these items just so you get an idea of like how quick this can be. So what I'll do is if this is a product I want to sell, literally all I have to do is copy down this URL. I'll go ahead and copy that. Then I will come over to this tool. This is the one I mentioned before that actually helps me list items. And I'll click on Add Product, Single Product. And now I will paste in that URL and I'll click on Edit Now Quick. By clicking on Edit Now Quick, this gives me the option of making sure that the listing looks exactly the way that I want before it gets listed. But you can see it pulls in all the information for you. Like this is the title right here. I can change it here. It automatically selects a category, which I have found to be like 100% accurate. It creates tags automatically. It automatically assigns shipping policy, payment policy, return policy. It brings in the description right here, which you can go ahead and edit if you want. If there's different variations, meaning if this is available in different colors or different sizes, you'd be able to see these variations in here, and you can include those in your listings if you wanted to. This also brings in all of the images rather, and you can select which one you want to be the main image. Now, I'm going to talk for a second about optimization. Optimization is where you make this listing as good as it can be so that it increases the chances that the item will rank high in the search results and someone will actually buy from you. And so what I like to do is I like to switch up my main image. So I like to choose a different one if it makes sense. So like this is the default main image. I'm going to move it to this one, set it to that main image, because that one's a little bit different. So that way it stands out. And then the item specifics are in here as well. And then usually I'll optimize the title as well. This video is more about product research, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. So I would just change up this title and click Save and Import, and that item would now be live in my eBay store. Again, if you want this software, there's a link to it in this ebook, which is the first link down below. And this ebook has a link to this software, a free trial to this software if you want to try it out. All right, but let's get back to product research because that's really the focus of this video. So we were on these search results, right? We were searching through this seller's store. And what we'll keep doing is going down here and looking at some more of their products. So we saw the trash bags, right? These are some laundry detergent packs that have sold 3 times in the past month for $42. These are some batteries, I guess. Oh, this is some sort of sports drink. So let's look for these laundry detergent packs or something similar for about $42. All right, so let's look for laundry detergent packs. I'm not quite sure what packs are. So this one has 120, but it's $43, which is the same price as it's selling for on eBay. So that's not going to work. Actually, that's actually more, 150 count. So we may not have luck with this one. That sometimes happens. Let's try changing it to 152 or whatever it is. This is it right here. This is something similar. It's 152, but it's $40, so we're not going to be able to sell that one. And I'm not seeing anything similar. So what you can then try is another supplier. Wayfair, I don't think sells laundry detergent packs, but you can try it. Let's just try. I don't think they sell those though. You can even try like Home Depot, any of the different suppliers that you might be working with to see if they have it. In this case, I wasn't able to find it, but that's just kind of part of the process. After I went through all of these from this supplier, again, I could just keep going down this list and looking for other ones. Now, real quick, I want to show you a couple of other things that Zeek Analytics has that I find really helpful. If you're getting stuck on this and you're not able to find those other drop shippers, just come back to the dashboard because on the left here, they actually have a trending drop shippers section. Because again, Zeek Analytics is able to scan sellers and see if they're drop shippers. And then if it sees ones that are doing really well, like this seller who's done $38,000 a month in sales, or this one who's done $30,000 a month in sales, this one has done $25,000. These are all drop shippers using this exact same method that I'm teaching you today. So this absolutely does work. But the point is, these sellers are doing well. And what you can now do is you can scan right from here their stores. So I'm going to click on this one. It scans their store, and you don't even have to do the work of finding the drop shippers yourself. So, okay, they're selling like gas caps for Jeeps. They're selling a lot of like a valve cover. Like just go to Home Depot, go to one of these other suppliers that AutoDS supports, and see if they're selling these products. What you'll usually find is as you're starting to do product research, every session, product research session that you do, I always find it takes me maybe like 10 minutes to really get going, kind of find my groove. And then once you do, you're kind of like in this flow state and you're just finding lots of these products and then listing them up for sale with AutoDS and getting them into your store. Eventually though, almost always you kind of hit this wall. I don't know if it's like a mental wall where you're kind of getting tired or what it is, but after maybe about 45 minutes, an hour, you might get tired and you're not going to be able to find any products or as good of products as we were able to find, like with those garbage bags. So usually at that point, I recommend you take a break, stop, and return back to it another day. It's totally normal, in fact, to have days where you feel really frustrated, you're not able to find the products at all, and other days where you're just finding tons and tons and tons of winning products. But this is a skill. You need to practice it and you need time with it in order to master it. So be patient with yourself, utilize every advantage you can take, like using software like Zeek Analytics, but definitely practice it because this is the single method that I found that has made the biggest difference for myself and for my students as well. So it's definitely something that process that you need to go through in order to find the best products to be selling on eBay without wasting time listing up products that are never going to sell. All right, if you like this video and want to try out this software for yourself, either of these, make sure to click on the first link in the description down below. Then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you want more help with product research, check out one of my other videos I've done teaching how to do it. You can click on it right here to check that out. And I'll see you there in just 1 second.